Fort Pierce, Florida, a gem on the Treasure Coast, where the Atlantic meets the Indian River Lagoon. Known as the Sunrise City, this coastal haven has thrived for over a century, but its beaches, vital to tourism, wildlife, and local identity, face a relentless foe: erosion. In 2025, Fort Pierce is fighting back with an ambitious restoration project, starting at Jetty Park. This is the story of a community racing against nature to save its shores. Fort Pierce's beaches have been battered by time and tide. The Fort Pierce Inlet, carved in 1921, disrupted the natural flow of sand, accelerating erosion. Storms, Hurricanes Francis and Jeanne in 2004, Matthew and Irma in 2016 and 17, and Milton in 2024, have stripped dunes and threatened Jetty Park, a local treasure. By 2025, the crisis hit a breaking point. The inlet trapped sand on the north side, starving the south. Without action, this area would lose infrastructure and habitat before the next storm season. Over 1.3 miles of shoreline south of the inlet erode faster than most Florida beaches, needing re-nourishment every 2 years, far more often than the typical decade-long cycle. In March 2025, St. Lucie County launched an emergency beach nourishment project at Jetty Park, adding 95,000 cubic yards of sand, enough to fill nearly 30 Olympic pools, from an upland mine. This stopgap shields the coast from the 2025 hurricane season until a larger federal project begins later in the year. They are not just dumping sand, they are grading it into natural dunes to protect Jetty Park and buy time until the Corps steps in. That federal effort, set for late 2025, will pump 460,000 cubic yards of offshore sand onto 7,000 feet of shoreline, a continuation of a decades-long partnership with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. But where does the emergency sand come from? Just west of I-95 on Indrio Road, Stewart Materials, a fifth-generation Florida company, mines and processes high-quality sand. Here, heavy machinery extracts raw sediment from ancient deposits, then screens and washes it to meet strict beach standards, free of rocks and rich in fine grains. They tailor the sand for projects like Jetty Park, clean, consistent, and ready to hold against the waves. It's a process honed over 40 years. Once processed, the sand, 95,000 cubic yards strong, is loaded into trucks. These convoys roll out from Indrio Road, navigating a 10-mile route to Jetty Park, where they deliver their precious cargo to rebuild the shore, one load at a time. Why does this matter? These beaches are more than sand. They're an ecosystem and an economy. Sea turtles need them for nesting. A restored shore boosts hatchling survival. For locals, it's about jobs. Tourism and fishing depend on it. Challenges remain. The $11 million plus federal phase has sparked debate. Some call it a short-term fix against rising seas, but the county presses forward. Fort Pierce endures. Named for an 1838 fort, this city embodies resilience. By late 2025, plans to end free beach parking aim to fund future efforts. A tough but pragmatic shift for a community determined to adapt. As 2025 fades, Fort Pierce's beaches stand stronger, for now. This restoration is a chapter, not the end. Fort Pierce isn't just restoring a beach, it's reclaiming a legacy. And as the waves roll in, they whisper a promise. this coast will endure.